Hey, Jack. All right. You got this stuff?
Yeah. All cleaned in oil.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's get it on.
Who are these guys?
It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
Hot damn, it's time to get down to the jam. It's time to get down, it's time to get down, it's time to get down to the jam. I said it's time to get down to the knowledge, gonna get on down with the know. On the morning coffee show, on morning coffee with Keith, here on Pop Culture Minefield.
Excuse me, can I get a cup of coffee? Black?
Can't you see we talking?
White?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Martin.
Good morning, Keith. Good morning, everyone in the chat
Oh, wow. You know,
and in the audience, because one thing doesn't mean the other. However, if you're in the audience, chat with us.
yes,
It's fun.
it is fun. First of all, I've missed everybody. And hello to you, Andy, and Gap After Dark, and the lovely Anima Confusa, because, you know, it's like that. Gap After Dark asks, it's the big December episode with Keith. How big is it, Keith? It's big. It's big. Look. Had I done the show last week, I would have shown you how big it was, but it's gotten even bigger. So I've had time to
I'm
to
trying
refine
very hard. I'm trying very hard not to say anything.
it. But first, let me also just start out by saying, you know, we will get to this, but first we got to do the news. Got to be respectful. So, this is old news, but I haven't had a chance to really say anything about this yet. Okay. So, now, excuse me. Now, we've got variety, and Lord Toth, Mrs. A, hello everybody. We have the whole news about Chris Evans returning to Marvel for Avengers Doomsday. And everyone's speculating as to what his role will be.
Johnny Storm.
Already did it. It's already done. That's a nice guess. But I've heard a lot of guesses. The popular one right now seems to be the Hydra version of Captain America.
Yeah, like Wolverine is saying here.
Yeah, Wolverine 66.
I've been hearing that, and that's an excellent idea to tank on your movie.
Yeah, because it wasn't popular when they did it in the comics. Contrary to, this is one of those issues where you could tell the difference between people who actually read the comics and people who didn't. A majority of fans all over, and we can even go back in the archives for Pop Culture Minefield, and you'll find out how much Gary and I liked this idea. Here's a big hint. We didn't. And there's a lot of people, a lot of personalities online, a lot of major shows who had a chance to talk about this. One of the biggest ones was Gary from Nerdrotic, who didn't seem to be a big fan of when they did this. So now Kevin Feige and his crew have decided, we're going to bring Chris Evans back. And if they go down that road and turn him into Hydra Cap, that's a big mistake. You'd be better off just not doing anything. I know that Kevin Feige's commented about how many people he wants in Secret Wars, but and Avengers Doomsday probably. But to go that route with something that a lot of people seem to have guessed, I mean, I get it. You know, you're already bringing back RDJ, and he's gonna be Doctor Doom.
Oh yes, man. I said this yesterday in the chat of Joe's atmosphere. Man, I can see them in their committee room, and some idiot saying, "Oh, I know. With the now that we have the multiverse, we can all the guys that play the heroes recast them as the villains, right? Right?" And, oh, I can see that happening.
Yeah, that's just the dumbest of dumb old ideas. You know. Now, look, the RDJ thing that's already set. He's definitely doing it. But with Chris Evans, here's the suggestion that nobody else has had. At least none of the shows and people that I know online about this have suggested this. Is what Cam's Crash Courses. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, everyone. Hope you all had a great holiday and a Happy New Year. Keith Martin. Yes.
Thank you, Cam, and same back to you.
Yes.
To everyone. I don't care what you celebrate, just celebrate it well. And
Yes.
with happiness and joy.
And hopefully with at least people you know, who care for you and who you care about. Because it's, you know, it's not easy, but if you happen to do it alone, hopefully when you're watching or rewatching this episode, I hope it gives you at least a little happiness, because that's what I always try to do every time I do this. Spread just a little bit of happiness, a little bit of joy. Hey, Keith, aside from HBO and Warner Brothers Discovery, Warner Brothers Discovery is separating its linear networks from their studios and streaming businesses as per deadline. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Wait.
And again, people got to remember, when Zaslav bought Warner Brothers was deep in debt. I mean, deep in debt. And he's been trying his hardest to try to dig them out. So I can't even begin to understand somebody coming at me saying I owe $1 billion. You know, let alone $3 billion, which is what he was saying at the beginning when he was trying to make some cuts. And it turns out that $3 billion was just the beginning. He wasn't really stating how much it was. He just decided on the number $3 billion. Now, if I remember correctly, you're talking 6 or 7 billion is how much Warner Brothers was in debt for. So, wow, is all I can say.
Can I have just 100K?
Of debt?
That's it. I don't want any more. Okay. Before we continue, and you get into the thick of things, I have to admit, I lied to you.
Oh,
yeah, man, it's your Christmas episode. It's yours, key. I cannot let you go without a special wallpaper or background, call it what you want it, and there you have it.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, and people in the chat who are members of our X group for members of Pop Culture Minefield.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on it because I am making it available for all of you.
Yay! Thank you very much. You know what? I wish my living room looked like that.
Yeah.
That would be most
everybody.
Wow, Martin, you outdid yourself, buddy. This is amazing. Wow.
Oh, of course, I have to send it to you because I'm gonna put it on. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. Okay. So anyway, I came up with thank you very much, JC.
I guess to accrue a debt like that, you should be doing something like this.
And as far as lighting their cigars with $100 bills, that's the exact reason why Kevin Tsujihara is no longer there. You know, everybody that was running Warner Brothers into the ground before Zaslav got there really share in how badly things have gone wrong, you know, for that entire studio. And again, this is one of those things where you can't just have somebody new show up and go, well, the problem's fixed. Like with any business, you've incurred a lot of debt and there are a lot of problems, a lot of issues. It's too bad Zaslav still has to deal with a lot of the problems that the previous executives left for him. Toby, you know, for one thing, Zaslav is dealing with a major handicap outside of just all the money. They no longer have really their biggest and best filmmaker left before Zaslav even got there. Okay, they Toby and everyone else really did a bang up job taking care of a lot of their talent, and really in the guise of in the case of one particular talent that they dealt with, which was Christopher Nolan, they basically teed him off so much that he left. I mean, I'm sure Zaslav would have loved to have Christopher Nolan working with Warner Brothers and making movies for them. And when you think about all the films that he's come out with since leaving Warner Brothers and how well they've done, that could have been money that Warner Brothers would have had to put towards their debts. So, again, I get it. There's a lot of people out there that don't like David Zaslav. And I get it. Okay. But a good portion of what has gone wrong with Warner Brothers, definitely not Zaslav's fault. That doesn't mean that Zaslav can't be blamed for things. There's things that he's done that even I have to say, yeah, dude, that's not a good idea. But in this particular case, you know, but I will also get to something else that leads me to the other story I was going to talk about. But let me finish up the whole Chris Evans thing. So I came up with an idea for where they should go with Chris Evans coming back to the MCU. Hello, James Andrew Morrison. I came up with an idea of how they should bring back Steve Rogers and in what way. I do not agree that they should go with Hydra version of Cap. An old man Cap, that's just too much to overcome. Personally, I think they should go with Steve Rogers. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean Earth X Steve Rogers. For those of you who know or can use Google immediately, you'll see what I mean when I say the Earth X Steve Rogers. That would be a better version because it would set an incredible dichotomy in the way they work. You know, there's an obvious division there. You can have Steve Rogers and not have him dressed as Captain America. You know what I mean? Earth X, Steve Rogers, yeah. Sword Captain America, good, yeah. But I mean, for those of you that haven't looked or haven't Googled, Earth X was a project that it was initially started out as an art project that allowed them to have different versions of a lot of the Marvel heroes in a way, kind of like a futuristic version of those heroes set about 30, 40, 50 years in the future, a little more. I'd like to think it was Marvel's kind of answer to DC's Kingdom Come. And it would, it showed you what Steve Rogers would be like. And their idea of what they did with that character is fan-freaking-tastic. Now, for Chris Evans, he might not be that into it because it would mean he'd have to get into the gym. But for those ladies out there who are fans and who have yet to use Google and haven't Googled Earth X Steve Rogers, you'll thank me later. But I think there's a way that they can compromise on doing that. Shadadsky, you're right. The Marvel Studios has no idea what they're doing. But I think they could make it work. In my opinion, I really think that they could come up with for a reason for Steve Rogers to be the Earth X Steve Rogers. We're talking the multiverse. The Earth X Steve Rogers would be a different person, someone who you wouldn't expect at all, and who really no longer needs the uniform. Yet he is still every bit Captain America. It's a version of Steve Rogers that pretty much has seen it all. And he's older, but the super serum hasn't really hurt him at all. In fact, it's kept him in peak physical condition. The only difference is it cost him his hair. But for the ladies, he's pretty much just wearing the American flag, and he has a shield. So, anyway, you know what? Hold on. Wait. Got to stop everything. Cam's Crash Courses became a YouTube member. Let's hear it, everybody. Cam.
Thank you, Cam.
Yeah, thank you very much. Do we have anything to play for Cam or?
Oh, let me see. Oh, well, yeah.
For that, you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
Quint.
I hope you're seeing it fully because I didn't.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah. It's fantastic. Good movie. But yes. You're right, James. Or in this case, I'll just call you Jam. James Andrew Morrison. But I gotta say, that version of Steve Rogers, though, matches up in my mind with the Kingdom Come Superman. Again, that's Marvel's Kingdom Come version of Captain America, which is the Steve Rogers Earth X. And I think they should go with that. I'm not saying that Chris Evans has to get naked. but I think they could figure out a way of doing it so that you bring him back in a way that nobody's really expecting. An older, way wiser, battle-hardened Steve Rogers is the way to go. Nobody would be expecting that at all. It would be Kevin Feige's way of doing kind of like what Snyder did with the wasteland version, futuristic version of Batman that he had. That we've seen in Batman v Superman and Justice League. So, it's just a renewal. Old card expired, but thank you. Love all of you. Of course, you too.
It's awesome no matter what.
That's right. So that's my thought on it. What do you think, Martin? Do you think they should go with any of the ones that they've been discussing, or should they go with something new? Or
they should reboot the whole thing. If anything, if they are going to do anything with that universe, just reboot it.
Well, I think
or well, we
Go ahead.
have all Cap. Okay? They may find some bullshitty magic way to make him younger again.
Well, again, it is their version of the multiverse, and since we're getting a multiverse version,
I don't think that's gonna fly.
You don't think
so? Nah, because people love the original Cap. So this guy, well, here we have this one. It's not a clone. He's not the original, but it's from another universe. It's not the same.
Hello, Penny.
Well, at least to me, it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
People are not interchangeable.
Oh, I get that. That's the thing about having Hydra Cap. Because that's also from a different timeline.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I get it. I get it. We shouldn't have to do this. We shouldn't have to jump through all these hoops, but we have to because this is where it was.
And then what happened with oh my God, the son of Kurt Russell.
Oh, Wyatt Russell's character.
Wow, wait,
yeah.
What is going to happen with that character?
Oh,
because having that one and having Captain Hydra is like the same thing.
Well, the rumor that I heard, and for those of you that don't want to hear this, I'm going to say something, so I need you to count to 10 starting now. The rumor that I heard is that he's one of the 2 to 3 characters that's going to die in Thunderbolts. There you go.
Oh, okay. Now I have to address this.
You have to address this?
No. Address.
Okay.
This one. Yeah, James All-Star Superman, to me, is the best Superman story ever. And in one hand, I would love to see that in live action done correctly. On the other hand, these bosses, I prefer not. They do not do it because they are gonna wreck it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see what James Gunn's going to do with Superman. To me, that'll make my decision as far as how everything's going to turn out.
I am not hopeful about that. They chose the wrong dog.
Yeah.
Among other things.
Yeah, Quantum Age Comics.
I'm still butthurt with the choice of the dog.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon's here.
Brandon, the anime guy. Stop, Brandon. I don't know. There you go. That's the truth right there. Long live Star Trek. Real Star Trek. 1966 to 2005, except no substitutions. Yeah. Well, and Jam says they won't bring back Cap because that would mean a white man posing a black man. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. I think what the reason why they're bringing him back, one of the reasons why I suspect they're bringing back Chris Evans, and why I keep hearing a lot of people keep mentioning the Hydra version of Cap, is it would make it easier for Falcon Cap to fight Captain, quote unquote, Captain America, and win, than it would be to. Yeah, I know.
Oh my God! No.
I know.
The guy with the super serum losing to the normal guy. What are they playing, Jin?
Well, now the way they try to tell it is, well, it's because of the suit he wears, because they made it in Wakanda. And my thing is like, really?
The guy stopped Thanos' punch.
The suit is it. Because I will admit, watching a lot of the scenes for Captain Falcon America 4 or the new movie, I have to say, without the super serum, how are you going up against the Hulk again? I mean, that makes no sense to me. And you get people going, well, it's the suit. He's got this Wakandan suit. I don't care. You throw that shield. Technically, a normal person cannot really catch that shield. If that shield is really going, or for instance, if the Hulk gets it, or Red Hulk in this case, and he throws it, what are you catching it with? It's going to rip his arms off. No. They're either going to make it so that he's taken a version of the formula, or they're going to try to make it seem like all these enhancements that he has because of the suit that he's wearing somehow mitigate or enhance his physical. That's just too much. It's just too much. Falcon's a really cool character. And my thought is what they should have done is, instead of turning him into Captain America, what he should have done in getting the shield from Steve is use that as a way of being sort of the gatekeeper to figuring out who the next Captain America is going to be. Of course, we all know who that should be. It should be Bucky. But because Bucky's the only one that can truly wield it, mainly because he's got the arm. Oh, and he's also got a version of the super soldier formula already in him. Because for a guy that's well into his 80s, he looks pretty good. He looks really good. So, I don't know. Section 31, Axel Brown? Yeah, but wouldn't they just call it Suction 31?
Oh, dude. The whole thing, Star Wreck from 2009 to date, is a whole Alex Brown parody. Except they are doing it to the fandom.
Yeah. I don't know. I do know. There's a lot that I could say about her.
Bye, Brandon. Have a good day.
Bye, Brandon. There's a lot I could say about it, but it's nothing that I hadn't already said before, and nothing that my other twin brother, Robert Meyer Burnett, hasn't already said. So, If you really want to know what I think, just whatever Robert Meyer Burnett has already said goes triple for me. So, let's see. So, Wolverine 626 says there's a new Tom and Jerry movie in the works from WB Animation. Sounds like it's full animation and not another hybrid. Well, Tom and Jerry would be good. We need Tom and Jerry back. Then again, you're talking to the guy
for the modern audience.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing, because after what happened with Animaniacs when they brought it back, yeah.
I think we should wait for the next 2 or 3 years when everything is finally purged to have hopes again.
Yeah, well, you know what? I want to believe that. I want to believe that it should only be 2 or 3 years, but something tells me it might be a little bit longer. I just think that there's too much at stake. Yeah. Yeah, there's too much at stake. And this story just came across. Warwick Davis calls out Disney for pulling series just after one season.
Well, maybe if it were good.
That's right. If it were good, you wouldn't have a problem. Oh, wow. Sorry, Warwick. I mean, I'm down with you, buddy, but anyway. But, there is one story. There is one story from Variety that I want to get to. It's the
Rashida Jones is working on the Tom and Jerry script. I may have hope. She's the daughter of Quincy Jones.
Well, I mean, she's also written things. I mean, she's done a lot of work. Yeah. That's still kind of cool. Anyway, Variety had the story in there about J.J. Abrams. And I just want to say that you know what? Instead of that, let me bring a lot of you in with me on this one. It's from Variety. J.J. Abrams sets new TV and film production pact with Warner Brothers, signaling the end of the mega deal era. Anyway, it's a story by Tatiana Siegel. Let's see. Back in June 2019, J.J. Abrams struck a massive overall deal that would keep him in the fold of Warner Brothers, his home studio, since 2006. 5-year pact pegged a $500 million at the time, had a unique structure that allowed Abrams to draw from a significant pool of money to sign other writers to overall deals. That positioned the multi-hyphenate behind Felicity and Loss as not just a content creator, but a mogul whose Bad Robot production company would incubate the next generation of storytellers, with Abrams and his wife, Kate McGrath, overseeing the stable. 5.5 years later, Warner Brothers doesn't have much to show for all the coin that it showered on Abrams, even as the value of the deal dropped by half because Bad Robot failed to reach the financial and output benchmarks that would have triggered the full $500 million. With less leverage than it had in 2019, Abrams' team has quietly closed a more modest production pact with the studio that sources say will also cover film and TV. It's a signal to agents and managers around town that the era of the 9-figure writer-producer mega deal has peaked. Yeah. Well, there is that interpretation. For me, the fact that he's still with Warner Brothers in any capacity is not a good deal for Warner Brothers. He really hadn't done anything. And that entire deal that he had, I remember how Gary and I both reacted to it when Warner Brothers signed him to that deal. All he's done, I think the only thing he got credit for was his Batman Caped Crusader animated series. That's it. Now, he's still finding ways to affect the rest of the industry. And one of his boys is the quote-unquote power behind the Batman films, Matt Reeves. So between the Batman, Rings of Disgusting Pewter, and also having one of his guys help James Gunn. Yeah, he's still got people. Oh, and least we forget, Alex Kurtzman's his boy too. And Kurtzman technically shouldn't still be working in the business, considering a certain lawsuit that he had to go through, but that's a story for another time. But the fact that Warner Brothers is still willing to deal with him, even at like a significant discount, does not bode well. Personally, I think he's also being used to remind James Gunn that if he does not do well with what he's doing right now for DC, that they could easily just replace him with J.J. Abrams, which from what I hear is really what J.J. Abrams has been trying to do. He wants to become the new Kevin Feige, is what I'm hearing. That's his deep desire. He wants to do to DC what Kevin Feige has done to Marvel. Interpret that as you will. So, yeah. I will say this. It does beg a few questions. Now, personally, I don't think I would have made any kind of deal with J.J. Abrams. I don't think there's really too many studios out there that would. He signs this big deal, and he only has an animated series that barely anybody saw or liked be the only direct result. Read by Nature. Hello, hello. Everything else has been gotten rid of. Now, that said, I also heard that his Superman idea technically is still out there. His Superman movie that he was wanting to make, his black superhero Superman take that he's doing with Ta-Nehisi Coates, is still out there. I agree with you, Wolverine 626, who says J.J. Abrams just needs to stay away from established IP. He should just do his own things. Yes, and he should keep all his people under his own umbrella. He should take back Alex Kurtzman. He should take back the guys that he put in and that they put in charge of Rings of Disgusting Power. You know, I'm not a big fan of the dumb Batman movie. You know, he should take his boy back too. I think all of them should just get together. Let's just see how truly talented they are. If he can get all his people back under one umbrella and see what they create together. So, anyway. Yeah, I know. No movement on Black Superman since 2022 and 2023. Yeah, somebody was saying how when asked, Gunn basically intimated that that project is still on the books. So it hasn't officially been canceled or anything like that. Go figure. You know, Read by Nature. Wasn't Abrams also responsible for Superman Flyby? Yes, he was. And for those who actually read that screenplay, my condolences. Those are brain cells you're never going to get back. Yeah, I just not digging it. I have to admit it. One time I actually did believe that J.J. Abrams was a very talented guy who could do pretty much anything. But over time, I have come to the same conclusion that Nerdrotic has about JJ, because that's the only way to see him. You know, he's like a carnival barker. Sorry. He's not shown me anything. And if David Zaslav actually ends up seriously entertaining the thought that he can get J.J. Abrams to do something with the DCIP, if he ever decides to get rid of James Gunn, he'd be better off sticking with James Gunn. So, JJ just needs to take a break. Okay? He just needs to walk away from everything, come back in about 30, 40 years. We'll see where we stand then. Okay? But at this point, again, I think the understanding is if James Gunn does not do very well with Superman, that there's still the distinct possibility that Zaslav could just basically call the rest of it off. So there is definitely a lot riding on this film for James Gunn. So I don't know. That's where we are right now. Both DC and Marvel are experiencing some problems. You know, the big question is, can Marvel fight a lot of the influences from within and continue to make bad decisions with a lot of their films? Can Warner Brothers, or in this case DC, move forward with a really cool idea without getting distracted by just so happening adding certain things in there that play havoc with the ability to be able to tell a simple set of stories about characters that actually come from the comics. I don't know. I don't have answers on that one. Been at this quite a while, and yeah. James Caserta, charlatan, snake oil salesman. Yeah, I think that's what Neurotic was calling JJ. Yeah. I don't know. At this point, we are at a place where anything can happen. But I will say this. One thing I do know, things are not looking good for James Bond. Yeah. I think the only way they can get me back is if they bring Pierce Brosnan back.
Wow. No.
Yeah.
As M, maybe?
No.
Pierce is too old.
I know. But given some of the stuff that has been talked about that they want to do with and to James Bond, I would rather sit through.
Hey, Mike.
Hi, Mike. I would rather sit through them having Pierce Brosnan again than sit through them undoing everything that Ian Fleming had done. Wolverine 66 says, according to Jeff Snyder, Gunn has canceled several DC projects. Titles are unknown. May Black Superman be one of them? I also wouldn't be surprised if Constantine 2 is dead. Look, as far as what I heard, and this is coming from Nerdrotic, Black Superman is still on their books somewhere. Okay? That has not been canceled. Constantine 2, on the other hand, nobody's seen nor heard anything from that. I'm afraid that's looking like that project is dead. So,
oh my goodness. Oh, I just found this picture.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody knows in the chat. I'm sure that most of our audience has to know that by the end of the TV show Enterprise was cut abruptly, and they had planning to upgrade the ship to the next season. That never happened. Oh man, they even had a model, or somebody did it, and I have to show this. Look at what that was taken from us. The NX-01 refit.
wow. Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah. Then again, I think I've made my feelings pretty clear. As time has gone on, I have come to really see the logic in the theory about the Enterprise series. That it is part of the time change that the Enterprise crew put forth because of what happened in First Contact. Meaning that from that point on, when they go back to the 24th century, that they've actually altered the timeline from that point on. Meaning everything that happens both on Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and everything that came after the events of First Contact has been changed. And that just like explained in the movie The Flash when Bruce Wayne explains how time works, that it's not just something that affects everything that comes after, it can even affect everything before, that it deposited it actually created the circumstances to allow Captain Archer and the NX-01 to exist. It would also help to explain why all of the starships that were developed as part of the Discovery universe are actually bigger in size than the original starships that they're supposedly the prequel versions of. I mean, that's still something that they've never really tried to explain. And eventually Akiva Goldsman was able to explain it like this. If it's bigger in size, that means the whole ship's going to be bigger because what we're doing actually now is canon. Basically, that everything that Gene Roddenberry did on his original show has been supplemented by the events of the episodes and characters that they do on Strange New Worlds, which is complete BS.
Oh well, we all know after the Disney Star Wars acquisition, your canon is canon just until the next acquisition.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why if you go with that theory, though, if you go with the First Contact theory, then yeah.
No, that I will never validate that.
What was the
Let's
matter
go.
with it?
Oh, because it's mental gymnastic of the fans that they cannot just accept the simple truth that writers from now and then fuck up. That's it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Those are unrelated writing mistakes. You don't have to create a whole conspiracy theory.
I will admit they are mistakes, but it's also helping to explain why
Dude.
the Enterprise crew didn't follow
dude,
normal procedures
Dude,
during the course of the film.
if we can survive the thing with Cisco's dad, who is dead for the first season for the first half of the series, and then the guy is alive and kicking, he has a restaurant and everything. No, if we can live with that, I think we can live with any other mistake of the good Trek.
Yeah, I could see that point too. I could see your point on that one. I personally still feel the whole First Contact timeline thing works for me, because then you can have everything. Everything works. Everything works from that point.
Let it be. Let it be. Enjoy it for what it is.
Hey, see, when you say it like that, you sound exactly like those new Trek people.
No. Because one thing is, okay, writers made a continuity error. Happens every time. But the Star Wreck has been architectured, has been planned. It's ill intention. It's different. It's not the same thing. One is an honest mistake, the other is ill intention. Yeah, I can explain that. Peter Bregman fan said, because they are idiots. That's the explanation for that. Because, oh, it wouldn't be nice if Kirk in his motorbike look at the ship that he's going to captain someday. Motherfucker. And I'm sorry, we try not to curse in this show, but damn, man.
Yeah, I mean the way my other twin brother explains it makes a lot of sense. You just can't build starships on a planet. You can't do it. It's not possible.
No, yes, Ben Sisko must be a god because he was Admiral Cartwright in Star Trek. I know you don't like when I call it the original series, but it's the original series, so it's like telling your grandson, "Don't call me a granddad," but you are. I know, but don't call me that.
I just, yeah. There's, yeah, Kurtzman's got to go. We can all at least agree on that.
Oh yeah,
Kurtzman's
yeah.
got to go.
Through an airlock in a video game because airlock doesn't exist. We don't have starships.
And I also heard that Kate Mulgrew has decided not to go with the idea that was pitched to her about a Janeway show done in the same vein as Picard. Smart
Oh my
decision.
God, no.
Smart
Are you
decision.
are you seeing what James is telling here?
They're going to try to pigeonhole Enterprise at all into the new Trek universe with your
Oh
Origins
no,
movie.
no.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're trying to do. Because
Uh,
they couldn't figure out a way originally to go back that far, and now they figured it out. And it's because, well, it's exactly like what Robert Meyer Burnett said. You know, after talking about the existence of this script that he had talked about before, he was afraid that Kurtzman would find out about the existence of this script and use that as something that he could alter and incorporate into his ideas. And it looks like that's exactly what he's done. So yeah. I'm just Kurtzman's got to go. Homeboy got to go do something else. Because what he's doing now is just it's embarrassing more than anything else. I mean, it's also creatively bankrupt, but it's embarrassing.
okay. I would like to know what does Abrams owe to him. I know what Kurtzman owed to Abrams, but not the other way around.
What? I mean,
Yeah, why Abrams keep giving him jobs?
okay. Let us in on what you're thinking.
No, I don't know. I want to know why.
Oh, you want to know what? I have no idea. Because again, as I look, technically, Kurtzman shouldn't still be working. I mean, he should have been someone that should have been sitting off to the sideline and just watching everybody else do stuff. But JJ, he protected his boy, got his back. So all I can say is there is a movie starring Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson. And Kurtzman's attached to that particular movie. And that movie got taken to court because the person who wrote that script, turns out there was another script that was a lot like that script that had been written and submitted a few years before. And seems like various things in that script got adapted and added into the script for Ewan McGregor's film with Scarlett Johansson. So, and considering some of the things that Midnight's Edge covered about Secret Hideout and their quote unquote development of what eventually became Star Trek Discovery, there are just certain elements, certain ways of doing things that don't necessarily bode well if you're someone who likes originality in their storytelling. Anyway, let's see.
No. Well, no. I wouldn't point my finger at Brandon Braga for these disasters that has been happening since 2009. Yes, they are business partners. I think Secret Hideout is a subsidiary to Bad Robot, but I'm not sure about that.
I'm not
Wow,
sure either. So
James, tell us how you really feel. Don't be shy.
anyway, yeah. I just think that there seems to be a pattern that is becoming noticeable for any and all people that have ever been a part of, ever worked for, especially closely with Bad Robot and J.J. Abrams, where you take other ideas and try to incorporate them as something original within something that you're doing. Even a film like The Batman, which is nothing more than just, in my opinion, it's it's an altered version of the movie Seven, is really what it is.
Tell it like it is.
I mean, it's exactly what you're looking at there. But I bust that film's balls because Matt Reeves got a lot of superhero fans' hopes up and kept talking smack, even after reading Ben Affleck's script and making people believe that what he was writing and what he was going to do was going to be the definitive Batman movie, as far as Batman being a detective. And what we got was emo Batman, stupid Batman, Batman who drives car real fast. I mean, just all this stuff. And it was just like, yeah, this is not it.
Come on, kid. Come on. The guy has just been Batman for 2 years.
Oh, wow. When you put it like that, that just explains away everything. It's just 2 years. Just 2 years. Oh, man.
Now, dude, you promised me that for this show, you were going to show me things beyond my wildest dreams.
And thank
I'm
you.
waiting for that.
We are going to get to that. In fact, let's make that the next thing we do. Because I know. First of all, let me just say, Martin, thank you for waiting patiently. For those that have been enjoying this show for any length of time, it seems like this is something that over time, I know a lot of you, especially Martin, enjoy this. Oh, wait a minute. What does Wolverine 626 say? Sony's Spider-Man-less universe is a failure. So what does DC do? Put a Clayface movie in development with the hiring of Mike Flanagan as the writer. There's not much I need to add to that. Okay? All I know is call me when they get a Professor Pig movie going, Or don't be surprised if they announce one with my name attached as writer. So that's what the Batman should have been. That's exactly what he was writing. He was writing the Batman with Professor Pig as the villain, and got talked into turning Professor Pig into the Riddler. And you get these people going, well, how do you know the Riddler does the same thing? And you get getting the comic. Yeah. It's like, really, dudes? Because obviously you guys are not fan of the comics. It's a whole different style. That's like confusing. That's like confusing Hugo Drax with Goldfinger. It's two different villains. Two different villains. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, for anyone that's watched the show for any length of time over the last year. Let's see, how long have we been doing this again? 2 years now? Give or take?
Yep.
Yeah. I think it's become kind of a thing where I will unveil a book, more often than not a toy, something that is really kind of cool. I mean, you would say they're cool, right, Martin?
You haven't shown me anything uncool yet, so my hopes are high.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've had some time, and I've been looking into things, and I have found a few things that I think could very well be things that you are interested in. And then I think I found something that I wasn't expecting. Something that kind of surprised me. Something that shocked me to my core. We'll end with that one. Okay?
Okay.
But let me start with this. Now, this is going to be cool. This year marks the anniversary for one of my favorite places. Marks the anniversary 30 years for our good friends. Oh, wait a minute. See if I can do this.
I know you can.
Here we go. Let's see. Oops. Here we go. It Sideshow Collectibles Batman.
Oh, Sideshow is always welcome. Oh my god. And not only Batman, Batfleck,
Mm-hmm.
which I know. I'm sorry if that makes you feel bad, but Batfleck was the best Batman.
I cannot
Let's
disagree with
forget
that.
let's forget some cringy dialogue that is not the fault of Ben Affleck.
Yes. I look, you are not wrong. I still believe that Ben Affleck is the best Batman to this point. Scary as F, tough as nails. I mean, he's everything I thought you should be if Batman were going to be a real guy. You know, I get how some people say he's too old.
Yeah,
That's
my
fine.
only they're right, and my only gripe with that choice is we couldn't have him for too long, or for as long as we would. At, at least I would have loved have him as Batman.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Hey, sex in the house, and we all know what that means.
Hey, fuck you, Kyle.
okay. So,
Gonna argue with that, Reed. Yeah, but you see, Keaton doesn't count because he's
oh, okay. So, that's one thing. And that's from Sideshow Collectibles. This is their 30th anniversary. So that's one of the things that they unveiled. I gotta say, that's kind of neat. Okay. So you like that one, don't you, buddy?
oh yeah.
Okay. I'm starting to get worried there. Hell's X. So here. Oop, hold on. Let me get this going. There we go. Now, for your perusement, I have this. Now, I have to say, this is really kind of cool. And yeah, well, I'll let you see it. From Sideshow,
Oh,
it's Bruce Wayne and Batman with all of his gadgets.
nice.
Yeah, from Batman, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. What you think, buddy?
Oh man, oh man. That is a nice set.
That's an incredible. I mean, just recreation of the suit that Christian Bale wore. All of that just looks incredible.
Oh my God, Wolverine, you are mean.
What do
Look at what he's saying there. Now trying to convince Affleck of that, you will have to go look what James Earl Jones did for Vader. It's not about you; it's about Batman. Wow.
Yeah. So I take it that you like this one too, huh?
Yeah, and
Okay.
and I have to disagree. I have to disagree with that, Wolverine. The suit in the Batman is the one that I like the less. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's dog crap. I'm saying I didn't like. I think that the problem were the shoulders and that uh, Greek. I don't know how to pronounce that word. But yeah,
Okay. Okay. So now, of the two that I've shown you, which one do you like the most?
ooh, if I had to buy one, oh, that's not right. I thought we were friends. Why did you put me in that position?
Well, I'm gonna let you think on that one. I'm gonna let you
In
think. I'm not gonna try to push you too much.
Indeed, I have this for you.
You never know when some lunatic will come along with a sadistic choice.
He's kind of right. He's kind of right.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
now,
only for the value for the money, I would go with the Dark Knight. There are 2 figurines. There are
mhm.
a closet full of gadget. So, and the details are much better, especially on Bruce Wayne.
Okay. Well, then let me show you this.
Uh,
I have to say these details, these are kind of cool. I have to admit these are really cool details. But when you do this,
God damn. I don't want to know how much it costs.
premium format, Green Lantern.
I'm gonna try to forget that I ever saw that. So I cannot fill the void for not having it.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is one of the reasons why I said, look, Kyle Chandler is a good actor. I like him, but he's too old to be Hal Jordan. Sorry. Just too old.
yeah, I agree. That's what is.
So you like, you dislike?
Um, what are you talking about?
Green Lantern figure.
What Green Lantern figure? No, there,
Oh,
there is
haha.
no, there
Okay.
is no Green Lantern figure. There is no Green Lantern figure, and I
Okay.
definitely don't want it.
Okay. Okay. Well, that being said, then if there is no Green Lantern figure,
Look what God is saying at you. Oh,
I'm going to take that as a compliment. But wait, there's more. Like I said, I had time to find a few more things. So, with that in mind, how about this?
let's see. Ah, the good old days.
Now, take a look at that sculpt.
I think it has the hair doesn't convince me, but it's just the hair. The face is, yeah, General Solo. That didn't last long.
So, General Solo is a good one to have. It's Han Solo from Return of the Jedi.
Yep.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Um, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Tom Baker. No one was as sexy as Michelle in a suit.
hard. It's hard to contend that statement.
She was a good Catwoman. She's a
Yep.
very good Catwoman.
I think it's really. I think it's what is throwing you away is the hair. It has like a helmet of hair.
Well, then how about this particular character? Now, this is going to be the comic book accurate version and not the version that was going to be seen, or not the version that was actually seen in Batman v Superman, and not the version that was seen in a drawing. I think that Jay Olivia had posted, if I remember correctly, and he may not be. I may be misremembering it, but yeah, I think this next one is definitely one of my faves. So here you go.
For us here.
Now, just take a look at, first of all of this that goes into the base here. That's just this kind of detail work. Oh, geez, that is so good.
Somebody had fun sculpting. Man,
Take a look at all that.
yep. The base alone is jaw breaking. Wow.
See, this is the character. This is what, if you're going to have DC and Marvel get together, this is the one comic that I need to see. Okay? Deathstroke versus Captain America. That is your title card right there. That's a
really
fair fight. That is a fair fight.
I don't know. Cap is cap.
Cap is cap. People keep forgetting. Okay. Deathstroke pretty much has the super soldier serum in his body. That's part of the reason why he is what he is. He's not just a guy that's good at doing stuff. He has enhancements. It's a great figure. Love it. Love it.
You see, I do not agree with you in that particular case, James. If Cap wins, there's no death, but it's still a good fight. It's not boring, and you have the opportunity to see just another fight. Deathstroke versus Deadpool.
Either Deathstroke versus Captain America or Deathstroke versus Wolverine. Still a fair fight.
No, it's not. Not against Wolverine.
What do you mean? Yeah, Wolverine is a mutant with a high healing factor. Okay.
An adamantium skeleton.
and an adamantium skeleton.
Yeah.
But unlike a lot of people, okay, Slade does have a little more going for him, you know.
Tell me this: can Slade survive decapitation?
I don't think he's ever been decapitated before.
I rest my case.
I don't think anybody's ever gotten the best of him in that way. Well, except Batman, but Batman is Batman. So that's just me, though. Okay.
Yep. Wolverine. That's a little self-serving, but yes, I agree with you.
Well, then if you think Wolverine can do that, then how about we make it more of a fair fight? Let's have a character that Wolverine could take on. Because obviously you guys think there's nobody that Wolverine could take. So
Oh no, there is.
there is.
As long as he has his metal fuse on his bones, Magneto can play. So
Well, I wasn't thinking
there you have it.
Magneto. I was thinking this guy.
Here we go. Oh my goodness! That is a nice piece. You know, I only wish it had a button to reproduce some lines, all by Andre Brower, the real voice of Darkseid.
Yeah.
It's a pity we lost him.
That is a very good sculpt.
Yes, it is. That is big.
That would look really good in my collection. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What do you think so far, buddy?
You have delivered.
Well,
You have delivered, my friend.
I do have one or two more that you might be interested in. Check this out. Okay. This might be something.
This is for Arkham Asylum. Yeah. Is it?
One massive piece. It's called The Batman versus the Joker, Eternal Enemies. And it lights up. So I think it's a nice piece.
Yes, it is. I'm trying to find.
Now,
Okay.
for my money, very few within a particular realm match up. But from moment one, this has always been a fantastic character, in my opinion. Love this character. So let's take a look.
Oh, Master Windu. It's fucking awesome.
Right? That is nice. That is way nice. And look, just the actual head sculpt alone. Yeah. Yeah.
Like the meme says, Star Wars, the last motherfucker.
Oh, wow.
This is a video that I took in 2016 during a convention. I think the scale of this model is 1 to 25. I think.
Okay.
So, there.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
I was saying the same as I was taking that video. That is,
Okay.
yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me jump ahead then. Right? That's what I was saying, Cam.
I had it with this motherfucking self. What do we have here? If only Luca had planned out and please. Yeah, he killed all the cool characters too soon. However, we never saw the body, so there's a possibility. Mace may have survived.
Yeah, he may have. Okay. Let me see if I can find another one here. There we go. Now, this one, I definitely need to have somewhere in my collection. And I think it's one that we could do. I would almost pull the trigger on this one if I wasn't sure that my wife would be upset with me.
That is an understatement.
Nothing like spouses. But yeah, I think this one. This is the one. This is a good one. This is a good one.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh. I could sleep on the sofa for a year. Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap. You know I'm gonna need all the URLs for we have seen today, right? I have to do the same damage to some of my friends.
Oh.
Wearable. No, it's not 1-to-1. It's a little small.
Yeah, it's definitely not one to wear. It's just a bust.
Yeah, I have only one Star Trek ship in my collection. It's not by choice. The fact that I only have one, and the one that I have is it wasn't my choice because it was a birthday present from the he was the person that gave it to me. He was the boyfriend of one of my daughters. I still they are not together, but I still love the guy. And you have to see the emotion and the satisfaction when he hands me the ship, and it's the JJ Enterprise.
He was trying. He
Yeah.
was trying.
And I tell him, I'm sorry. I love that you do that. You have done this for me, but this is the least that I like. However, because it is you, I'm still exhibiting in my collection, and to this day, there it is. I have got my word.
Well, I'm going to present to you this final piece. There's a reason why this came in last, and not because it's the least liked. It's just a little bit much price wise. Okay. People, there are some people, some companies that try to replicate things in a realistic way by using items that either approximate, look like, but I mean, they try to create something that is very, very much a real version of a particular object. In this case, this object is valued at it's very expensive. Very expensive. There's basically no way I could ever afford this in real life. In fact, I think there's very few people watching this program right now that could actually afford this particular object. What you are about to see is being kept in a vault. And as of right now, it was part of an opening of a place called East Continental Gems. It's valued at $540,000.
Woohoo!
Let me repeat this for those in the back.
It's a house.
$540,000.
Is it a house with the shape of Castle Grayskull?
Well, no. But yeah, I better show it to you because yeah, you're not going to believe this. You ready?
I like to think I am. Let's see. Wow.
Somebody actually recreated Loki's scepter using some very expensive materials. East Continental Gems is the name of the company who have teamed up with Marvel
to create or recreate Loki's scepter from the movie Marvel's The Avengers. For my money, that's a lot. That's a lot to do. But yeah, if you're gonna do this work and if you're gonna make this happen, yeah, okay. Wow, is all I can say. Wow. There you go.
It doesn't move my needle. And I think all those precious metals and stones, they had their value, but I would have done. I don't know. It's it's okay, I guess. Yeah.
It's all good, Martin. If you didn't like it, just say you didn't like it. I like to think, though, that I've at least shared a few things. But that's what I do every year. That's what I do all year.
And you do it well, my friend. Now I'm trying to find.
Wolverine 66 is asked. Let's see. Red One has premiered on Prime. Really? Wow.
Wasn't it on Netflix?
Well, Wolverine 66 says it's on Prime.
Okay.
And then he's asking, have I watched Creature Commandos yet? I have not seen Creature Commandos yet. I have had other things going on in my life. And a lot of that's taken up a lot of my time. But it's the reason why I'm not on camera, because, got a lot of these dark circles under my eyes.
Wear them with pride, my friend. Wear them with pride.
I try.
Now.
But yeah, go ahead, Martin.
I found it.
You found it.
Yes. This is my primary objective of unavailability, especially of money, on the Motu franchise.
Well,
look at that. Just like in the animation. The original animation.
Yeah. It looks
only animation.
It looks like it came right off the screen.
Yep. This is what I want. When this is my definitive collection piece about Master of the Universe.
Wow. Okay. Fantastic.
Yes. But it's not available.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find one last thing. There is one thing I have kept. And I have oops.
Yikes. I can only find the Skeletor one. And it's $150.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. I was joking.
Okay. This is what I found. Along with some new stuff. I didn't see that before. Huh. I may have tripped into something that led to something else. Okay. You ready?
I think.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, you have shown me something. Remember how in the state that you left me when you showed the Sabic? Well, so I wasn't ready for that.
Well, this is kind of the same thing, but not. Okay. So here we go. Let's see. This is Dr. McCoy
Yes.
from Star Trek, the motion picture.
Looks like some hippie that has spent some years in an asteroid with a very hot wife.
True. Trying to learn all their medical secrets. According to the novelization, again, I tell people all the time, if you're not one of those people that was lucky enough to read the novelization for Star Trek, the motion picture, you really should.
That scene was awesome. Apparently, they can recall you back with an obscure line the regulation. Oh,
Reactivation clause.
whoa, Joe's atmosphere, our good friend Joe. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Creature Commandos is a Suicide Squad with violent TNA.
Hey,
Boobies!
we all need that.
Hello,
Now-
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. The same goes for you, my friend. Merry Christmas. Uh, and thank you. Let me see if I can find something that we could say here. Yeah, let's go with that. Simple but effective and to the point.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that for $1.
Did it play correctly?
It played correctly.
No. Good to know.
Well, there is one thing I have here. I wasn't originally going to show this.
Look what, well, they're both doctors.
They are both doctors.
And and McCoy has access to Saudi and Brandy. Never forget.
And there you go. I will show this. Let's see. Oops, hold on. That didn't work out. Hold on.
I can wait.
Here we go.
Oh, Shinatsky. I have to do that for you, man. You force my hand, Shinatsky.
There we go. Now I got it. Okay.
let's see. What is this? You didn't.
Captain Christopher Pike.
Real Captain Christopher Pike.
And Mr. Spock, along with the Telosian Keeper, all three from the cage, wearing the original, landing party uniform coat. Tradition that they tried to at least give an origin to in Enterprise. And it was
Yeah.
modified in the movie Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan at the Regula station. What Kirk and McCoy and Savick were wearing was really the quote unquote modern day version of what these characters are wearing right now.
Okay, Gabby wants to know if these are Exo 6.
These are all XO6.
Look at that. Hey, Dark Matter Spock. In the background. See
Yep.
this? Damn.
Wow. So there you go. Like I said, I wasn't originally going to show you that, but my hand was forced. Now, XO6 has also decided to get together with Kurtzman Trek. So they have Discovery figures.
Really?
Yeah, Picard. And they also have
Really?
yeah, and they also have the
How do
Kurtzman version of Captain Pike, as seen in Strange New Worlds, along with Spock from Strange New Worlds.
how did they manage to convince them? Because nobody's taking those.
Well, nobody's wanted to, and I guarantee you there are runs for this. This is based on interest. Basically, they will create a figure and see how many people are interested enough to order. When you do limited runs rather than making something that is sold worldwide, that's way different than creating toys that are sold and placed in stores, and whether or not people want to actually buy it. Okay. Kurtzman Trek has not been afforded that opportunity. A majority of whatever they sell has always been online, and usually like that, because it's not that easy to tell that they've been unsuccessful up to this point compared to the rest of real Trek. So,
Gab, you cut me deep, man. You hurt my feelings.
what did he say?
I expected more from you.
Oh, jeez. I will say this. XO6 does a fantastic job with the real
Yes.
stuff that they do have. And
Yes, they do.
one of the here it is. Dirt. Here's one that here's one that I am gonna present. Yeah. So yeah, here we go. Coming soon. RSVP Dr. McCoy from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
I'm sorry, I was. Oh, that that is nice.
That is nice. Um,
Oh, the Exo 6 made a Captain Show. I can
Yep.
go with that.
Captain Shaw and others from Picard season 3.
Okay, let me.
Here we go. Now I got the full picture. Okay.
Okay.
This is what
Show.
I was originally looking for. Let's see. There we go. Okay.
So we should rename the episode to Unaffordable Christmas Gift for Nerds. My kid.
You know what? Yes. But we know how much, we like seeing your reaction.
Really? Oh, here's the picture. Ah, that that needs to be on my collection.
Well, yes. And mine too.
Of course, that would only be after I get this. Look at that likeness.
What I like about it is for the Kirk figure, they even recreated Spock's present to him from the movie.
Okay,
Uh,
this
Captain Kirk has his figure comes with a copy of the book A Tale of Two Cities, just like in the movie. So, and they have the Savick played by Kirstie Alley. But what they also are going to have is
wait. This makes no sense. The Exo 6 is selling Savick for $200. Okay.
yes.
And in the same page, they have the goal to sell Commander Burnham, aka Mike Spock, for 215.
Well, here.
Yeah, good luck
Hold
with
on.
that.
Hold on. Here's what I got off of eBay. They're selling the Exo 6 Lieutenant Savick Kobayashi Maru edition for
Mhm.
$419. So it's Savick, but she also comes with the landing jacket that she wore.
Yeah. That's the one that I was seeing. Is Exo 6 is still having in stock, and it's the it's 270.
Wow. Well, they have it on eBay for $419.99.
Don't go to eBay. You can still get it from the Exo 6.
eBay has, oh my goodness, eBay has Captain James Admiral Kirk from Star Trek: The Motion Picture at $850.
No, man, that's just wrong.
I'm just saying. Wow. $329.99. eBay has the X06 Lieutenant Savik Kobayashi Maru edition. So obviously they think she's expensive. Which compared to Mikey Spock, she is.
Yeah, but one is Savik, and the other is Mikey Spock. Who beyond the actress that played the character is going to buy that?
Good point. Very good point. Here we go. Oh, they haven't finished. They have not finished the Kirk that they have on for this. Wow.
Yes. Oh, Commander Cruz.
Okay. Here, let me show you what I'm looking at. It's
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Kirk figure is still in progress. But oh,
there you go.
that's a big piece, man.
Yeah.
Does it beep? Yes. I hope. It was 2 for yes and no, 1 for yes and 2 for no. Well, kid.
Okay, hold on. I think this is what I was talking about earlier. Oops, didn't do anything. Oop. Computer. Computer. Okay. Gotta really.
Penny, because the figure is still in progress. It's a prototype. They are only showing what they have in mind to see the reaction, and depending on the reaction of the public, they go to production. But you can say that is Kirk with his cosplaying Mike Myers.
There you go. And look, got the
Yes.
replica of the book and everything. So
And the glasses? Where are the glasses?
I think they're included, but they're not on his face. They wouldn't be on his face. Kirk didn't need to wear them when he was walking down the hall, being all cool and stuff. And I think this replicates his entrance into the movie. How Kirk first walks into the movie Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. He didn't have the glasses. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Anything you want to tell me, Spock?
Not that I'm aware of. Only to say happy birthday. I need to watch that movie again.
Yeah.
I definitely need to watch that movie again.
I'm going to convince my family that for some reason that is a Christmas movie.
Well, the motion picture is because it came out around this time.
And those.
Okay.
Oh, that hurt.
Ouch. Yeah, we can
Oh,
tell Wolverine's not a fan. Not a fan of the cranberry coats.
oh, they have Star Trek 3 Steelbook for sale on Amazon for
Mm-hmm.
$20.99, 4K edition.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's the 45th anniversary of that one.
Hmm. No, I must stay focused. I'm trying to get the full box set of Babylon 5 Blu-ray, region free.
That's what XO6 should be doing. Forget
Oh,
this
please!
forget this new Trek Kurtzman stuff. They should be doing Babylon 5.
If they make the whole line of main characters, and you can vote it, imagine that you can vote one monthly.
Now,
Which one? In which order would you go?
oh geez. Depends. Look, and this is gonna sound weird and expensive, but there's a reason. I would need the entire command crew, the main officers, both in their Earth Force uniforms and then in their Membari War uniforms, the black
Okay.
uniforms.
Hmm.
So that's a lot of money for both.
Well, I, for one, am with Wolverine. I will start my collection with Jakar, followed by Londo, then Ivanova, then Garibaldi, and then would have to be. Oh my God! I will wait for 1 month so I can get my Sheridan and my Delen together.
Well, Sheridan and Sinclair are the two that I would really want to get. And I'm a big Sinclair fan.
And believe it or not, I would like to have an Atoth. I'm a fan of hers.
Yeah. Well, everybody, I think that's this year's toy show. Hopefully you saw something you really liked, and if you didn't, keep checking back. We might get to it. At the rate I go sometimes, But I do this for two reasons. One, because I think it's cool. And two, I just love Martin's reactions.
Well, it's glad to be of service.
Gap After Dark, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody. Yeah, it's great. I consider myself very lucky to get the opportunity to do this for everybody. And to sit here with my buddy Martin to bring these to you. Again, I know not everything I do is the best, but I do try my best, and I'm very excited for everything that I present. I just want to say that I hope everyone has a really, really good holiday. Have fun, and always remember that. Always remember that while this is the season for presents, remember that in the end, it's really about our presence in every situation that really means more than just a lot of the physical gifts that we can give each other. I think as one gets older, you begin to see, that it is more valuable to have memories than it is mementos. So just remember that and give a little thought to those who can't spend the holiday with the people that they really love the most for whatever reason.
So be kind to each other, have fun, and don't forget to laugh at if it's anything or anyone, yourself at least once a day.
Yeah.
Spend a lot of time laughing at myself, so hey. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, whatever you want to do, however you want to celebrate, and just have a good time and a drink for me, okay? So thank you, Martin. Gap After Dark, Wolverine 66, Comic Relief Crusader, Read by Nature, Peter Venkman fan site, Brandon, the anime guy, Quantum Age Comics, the lovely Penny, Shinotsky, Real Wade Nation, Gaming Clips, James Andrew Morrison, James Caserta, Cam. Yeah. Mrs. A. Lord Thoth, Gap After Dark again, Anima Confusa because she's cool like that. And Andy Barrow. Andy. Big shout out to my family and my good buddy Martin. Hope you have a good holidays, my friend.
Oh, me too. I'm almost sure that I will. And the same goes for you, my friend. I hope you have the. I know you will have the best Christmas ever.
It's definitely going to be a much different Christmas than last year, and that's a cool thing. So it's a really cool thing.
Oh yeah.
I got my Christmas present a little early, so and it's fantastic.
Well, and with that, we'll say hasta la vista, baby. Oh, and don't remember this tonight. We will have a think is 8 or 8:30 Central Time PM, of course.
Mhm.
80s Fright with our guest host, Francine and Nadia, and we're gonna talk about. Oh, I always forget the name of that movie. Let me.
Herbie rides again.
I'm old. I'm old.
Oh.
Please have mercy. Near Dark.
Near Dark. Good movie.
Yeah.
Classic.
And so, see you guys.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.